Beauty and the Beast. Once upon a time, there lived a rich merchant. He had 3 daughters. The youngest was as beautiful as a rose, so she was named Rose. She was also very kind and helpful. A calamity happened. The father went bankrupt. The father and daughters moved to a small house in the countryside to live. One day, the father rode into the forest and got lost in the forest. He looked around, then he saw a palace not far from there. He knocked the door, but there was no reply. Because the door wasn't locked, he entered the palace, found a warm stove, food, clothes, and a bed. He stayed at the palace till the next morning, then he picked the rose, and left the palace. Suddenly, he saw a beast with human body and lion face. He shouted, "I gave you food and lodging, then you dared stake my precious rose." The merchant said, "I am just a lost merchant. I just want to take a rose for my daughter." "I will give you a rose and other precious things only if one of your daughters agrees to live with me," said the beast. The merchant was sorrowful and worried. He returned home and told his daughters the story. The 2 older sisters firmly refused to go to the palace, but Rose said, "The beast may have magical power, so I will go there to meet him, otherwise he will not forgive us." When reaching the palace, the youngest daughter was very surprised to sense the scent of rose filling the whole palace. All rooms were nice and comfortable, and food was delicious. The beast also gave her a mirror through which she could see her family members for less loneliness. Months passed. The beast was touched by Rose's beauty and kindness. He proposed Rose, but she refused him. One day, through the mirror, Rose saw her father to be seriously ill, so she asked for the beast's allowance to visit her father. The beast said, "You can go home, but you have to promise to come back here after a week." When getting home, the father met her, and gradually recovered from his illness. Her sisters didn't want to let Rose return to the palace, but she was determined to keep her promise to the beast. Reaching the palace, Rose saw the beast lying in the garden. His body was very cold. Rose believed the beast had died. She cried, and said, "Please don't die. I have come back. I love you." Immediately, the beast's body became warm, and he turned into a handsome guy. He told her, "I was originally a prince who was turned into a beast by an evil witch. The spell can only be broken if there is a girl truly loving me." Then they lived happily ever after.